Hello, welcome to the Parental Review. My name is Mr. Finlayson. I was a PE teacher the last 3 weeks. Please take a seat. Now, over 3 weeks, I implemented a new unit called Dig Nukem. Now, Dig Nukem is a variant of volleyball, but it's more easier and more suitable for year 3. Because in Dig Nukem, you can catch the ball, and in volleyball, it's just like continuous play. Now, with the first 2 lessons, they were practicing the 4 skills and their participation engagement. And I collected data, and it was evident shown that your child was playing volleyball outside of school because it was sitting at such a high level, the exemplary, which is a 4. Now, of the second to last lesson, I implemented the new summative task. Now, the summative task was assessing over the 5 criteria, as I just said, the 4 skills. Now, the 4 skills were the overhead shoulder pass, the finger catch, digging, serving, and finally their participating engagement. As I was going, because the criteria was too easy, I added in moderations. Now, for the skills, they had steps they had to follow. And as I was going, I was adding in harder steps to challenge your child. Now, for the overhead shoulder pass, the continuous steps were staying slightly to the side of the target, starting at the shoulder height, and then pushing using the knees and the body over the arm. The added moderation was it must be accurate every single time. So if the child didn't get to the other person, other teammate, or on the other side of the court, then it wouldn't count. But it was evident that your child did it every time and was scored a 4. Secondly, the finger catch. The steps was position of the body was in line, the elbows were bent, and we enforced the hamburger hands. Now, the hamburger hands was a catching strategy we used for all students, and it was too easy. So the added moderations were it must stay in the fingers, not in the hands, and your child wasn't allowed to hold the ball for more than 1 second, so it had to be continuous. It was evidence showing that this was all done correctly, and the steps were performed fluently and accurately. Again, this was scored at a 4, which is exemplary. Thirdly, in digging was more of a harder concept, but again, evidence was shown that all the steps were covered. So standing, facing the target, the hands were together and cupped. There wasn't much evidence to show that the bending of the knees, but that was only minor. Following through the arms all the way to your belly button, so we use that as a point of reference. And the added moderations to challenge was, could your child dig the ball and could go into a set? So push up to the belly button and go into a set to your teammate or the opposition. Again, this was shown and was scored at a 4. Finally, serving. Serving was the most challenging of the all skills, and a lot of childs ended up doing the soccer throw-ins or just a chest pass. Now, the steps which were required to get a high score was, could you stand to the side, could you use the flat part of the arm, and could you use the ice cream scoop strategy. Now, this was too easy because your child was doing it every time. So again, I added in moderations to do the jump serve. And the jump serve is used in professional volleyball. So I wanted to challenge your child. And all these steps, the jump serve, so I could see that the ball was thrown in the air, you jumped, elevated, and used the flat part of your hand. Your child was able to correctly show me this fluently, scoring at such a high status of 4. Finally, in participation engagement, by the end, your child was actually teaching the other students in their team, which again was taking leadership and was great to see and could take into future teachings. So I was very proud of what your child did in that lesson. Excellent work, and It was an honour to teach your student, and I look forward to hearing more things. Excellent work. Thank you.